Shattered Vows, Part 2. After divorcing Amara, Akin moved on quickly. Within months, he married Olamide, convincing himself it was the fresh start he needed. Life with her felt fast and exciting at first. There were late nights, loud laughter, spontaneous outings, and a kind of restless energy that made everything feel new. For a while, he mistook that rush for happiness. But excitement fades when there's no peace to hold it together. The arguments started creeping in, small at first, then constant. The house that once echoed with music slowly filled with tension instead. One night, the fight exploded. "Oh, Akin, I'm tired of you asking me to get pregnant," Olamide snapped, her voice sharp with irritation. "I just want us to have a family," he said, trying to reach for her. She pulled away. "So my body should change so you can leave me like you left your wife? That's not fair." She laughed coldly. "Pregnancy ruins women. I'm not doing that, not for anybody." The door slammed behind her, leaving the house trembling with silence. After that, every conversation turned into a battle. She mocked him, dismissed him, treated him like a burden. The marriage that once felt exciting slowly became exhausting. Then one evening, everything shattered. From across the street, Akin saw her slipping into another man's car, laughing freely, her hand resting too comfortably on his arm. The sight knocked the air out of his lungs. Betrayal, sharp and humiliating, and painfully familiar. It was the same wound he had once given Ifeoma. Now life was handing it back to him. He confronted her the moment she returned. "Olamide, how could you do this to me?" She didn't even flinch. "You?" she scoffed. "You are talking about cheating?" He stared at her, speechless. "You cheated on your wife with me and expect loyalty? You must be a joker." Her laughter followed him long after she walked away. Later that night, restless and shaken, he searched the bedroom for his charger and opened a drawer he had never noticed before. Inside were medical papers, test kits, drug bottles. His fingers trembled as he picked one up. Antiretroviral medication. Olamide's name printed clearly on the label. His chest tightened. His heartbeat thundered in his ears. A cold realization spread through his body. This wasn't just betrayal. This was danger. At the hospital the next morning, the waiting felt endless. When the doctor finally spoke, the words landed like a death sentence. Positive. Akin had contracted HIV. Everything inside him collapsed at once. The pride, the ego, the choices he once defended, all meaningless now. Broken and desperate, only one name filled his mind: Amara. He drove to her place rehearsing apologies, hoping, praying, maybe she would still take him back. But when the door opened, he froze. Amara stood there, calm, radiant, stronger than he had ever seen her. Not broken, not bitter, healed. And beside her stood a man. Tall, gentle, protective. His hand rested naturally around her waist. Not possession, not control, just love. The kind of love Akin had once thrown away. The man looked at her with quiet respect, the way Akin never learned to. For a moment, no one spoke. "Amara, please, I made a mistake." She held his gaze, soft but firm. "I forgave you a long time ago, Akin," she said quietly. "But my life has moved forward." Her husband squeezed her hand gently, not threatened, not angry, just present, steady. Everything Akin wasn't. And that silence hurt more than any insult. Slowly, she stepped back inside. The door closed softly, not slammed, not angry, just final. Akin stood there, alone, staring at his reflection in the wood, finally facing the weight of every choice he had made. Because sometimes, the greatest revenge isn't anger. It's moving on, finding peace.